Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. It's that time of the It's that time of the year basically. NHL playoffs. In this case, the Islanders are actually in the playoffs. Uh, by luck. I don't want to say by luck. Barzal is back, of course. So let's see how well he comes out with that. But in reality, this is going to be an interesting thing. Today they're playing against the Carolina Hurricanes. Um, it's going to be interesting to see. The question is like, will Ilya Sorokin basically come up and step up being the goalie that he should be, basically? He did really well a year, 2 years ago as well, too. I think the Islanders can upset the Hurricanes if Sorokin, who, leads the NHL in shutouts since 2021, I guess. I can't remember. He ranks second in save percentages and such. If he actually does really well and has support during the power plays, when there are power plays, he on his own he can't do it that well. And if he can come up to that point, and like if Barzal uh, comes back and plays to his normal form, there's a possibility that the Islanders can beat out the Carolina Hurricanes in this case. Honestly, look, you got Skjei or Sjai. I don't know how pronounce Brady, the defenseman for Brady Skjei, but in any case, if he definitely is a great defenseman, but at this point, but the thing is like if the Islanders can get around him and I think he's one of those X factor factors in that situation with the Carolina Hurricanes that you get around him and you take him out basically with forwards of Sven Sveshnikov, and also Pashirati. That I don't know. The fact that they're out it might help out in the long term as well too. To be quite honestly, with how everything goes out. But the real question comes down to is this: Can can the Islanders actually handle the Hurricanes' forecheck? They struggled with it quite a number of times, especially when they played against the Hurricane during the regular seasons. They shut them out. Like I think the Hurricanes shut out the Islanders a few times, like 3-0. Yeah, three games to nothing basically. And that was one of the on December 10th. And then of course they shut them out. I think actually they didn't shut them out, but they did beat them out in April 2nd as well as and whatnot. Um, the question is like can Palak and Pollock actually come out in this aspect? And also the other aspect is like can Baldock, the rookie, uh, can he play up to his potential? I don't know. It's a tough one to say basically, quite honestly. And then of course there's Dobson. Defensively, I don't know what's going on with him this season. Hopefully the playoffs change him and like he becomes who he is. And of course, like you've got Aho and Mayfield basically, where if they could cut their turnovers, then that might help out on the long term as well too. And then of course, like again, there's Barvit basically, Bo Harvit. Um, if Barzal and Horvat can play into form, I think we got a shot as well too. And then of course Sorokin, of course, as I mentioned, basically if Sorokin can actually play to his potential and like keep him out, like he did during the regular season parts of the gateway, and like if he returns to his form of 2020-21, we might have a shot at that point as well too. I don't know. The question is like, will home ice play a big factor into this? Hopefully not. Even though the Islanders aren't a great road win team, not as good as the Hurricanes, they can still potentially come out. So one of the big things is basically this. Sorokin plays to his potential, plays lights out as a goalie. If he could shut out the Hurricanes, great. Uh, Barzal basically, and of the fact of Horvat. Well, Barzal basically becomes Barzal, and Horvat plays up to his potential. That's great. The other question is like basically can Mayfield and Ho basically cut their turnovers. And can also Dobson play to his defensive, being a natural defenseman that he is? Can he be on that aspect? That's the real question at that point. If they do that, and Pelech and Pulock basically play to the aspect of being their natural prone selves, I think the Islanders can potentially come out and beat the Hurricanes. But those are big ifs. The question is like Barzal will be coming back into the playoffs. It's hard to say. I think it's game time decision at that point. And the other question is, can Sorokin be a good goalie? It's hard to determine that factor. I mean, there are days where Sorokin shows up, and then there are days where he doesn't. But then when there are the days that he does show up, and he shows up to be what he is, the only question is like when it's the power play against the Islanders, can the defense step up and kill off those kill off that time? That's what comes down to it. But I think it comes down to the turnover, Sorokin and Barzal. I think those are the big factors, and I'm hoping tonight's game we see something of a nature of the Islanders potentially winning out this game. If they can, I think honestly they might have a shot at that point. Quite honestly, to the point where they should be able to beat them out if they win. If they win the first game and the last two games, no, they win the first game. They're not going to win the next game. They're not going to win game 2. But if they can come out of game 1 and win game 1 and win game 3 and 4, I think they have it at that point. But we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think the Islanders advance past the Hurricanes? Do you think it will be an upset, as they would say? It'll be interesting to see. Let me know your thoughts, comments in the comment section. Give me your feedback on this as well as critiquing. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It'd be great. And also, if you do subscribe, I would not turn on the notifications just yet. My channel is not that. I believe it's not notification worthy, to be quite honest. Just subscribe and let it come up on your feeds if you like to see it. It'd be great to go to one of the games and actually live stream it. I'm hoping to do that, but unfortunately I can't do that with my phone. I don't meet the necessary minimum requirements, unfortunately. So hopefully when that happens, it happens. But in any case, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. I do read my comments, as I said, and I do respond to them. So please let me know your thoughts. And with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and unrehearsed. Until next time.